Hi, welcome to day 29 of my 121-day journey. Today's check-in day. So here's my results. Now, something really weird happened, and I'm going to tell you why I'm happy about it. Last night, I had a couple of pieces of pizza, and I had some fruit candies, and yeah, so that was pretty much it. I had a banana. It was something I allowed in the evening around 8 o'clock at night. And there's a reason why I did it at that point. It did influence my results today, which is fine. But I'm going to tell you why my results, you might be shocked, are a good thing. And I'm going to explain it here. So, end of week 4. So, everything that's yesterday and before. So the 4 weeks, my body weight is 166 pounds. Now, last week, when I checked in, it was 164 pounds. So on the scale, I gained 2 pounds. And yet I'm happy. I'll tell you why. My body fat is 17%. Last week, it was 18%. Okay? Are you a little confused yet? Some people might be. My fat mass went from 30 pounds down to 28 pounds. And now some of you might be saying, but that doesn't make sense. How is it that you went from 164 pounds up to 166 pounds, but yet you still lost 2 pounds of body fat? So there's 4 pounds difference there. How does that work? Well, it happened in my lean mass. Now my lean mass went up 4 pounds. How did it go up and why did it go up? It went up because last night I had a couple slices of pizza, I had the banana, and I had a couple of the fruit gummies, the fruit candies, okay? So when I took in that, my body stored it into my depleted muscles as carbohydrates, and then the water, because I make sure I drink a lot of water, the water I drank went in, and it also, there's 3 grams of water per gram of carbohydrate that also stored. So yeah, I gained some mass, but it's the lean mass that I gained. I didn't gain body fat mass, okay? And what are we primarily concerned about when we diet? It's usually body fat percentage and how we look, okay? So I can't just go by that scale, because if I go by that scale and that's it, I'm going to be thoroughly disappointed this morning when I did my check-in. But instead, I went up 2 pounds on the scale, but my measurements actually went down. And therefore, I am doing really well because my main measurement is my waist. Okay? And I am now 138 pounds of lean mass, where last week it was 134. So most of that is carbohydrates and water. Okay? And we know that. But I just went from the acceptable body fat range into the fit body fat range. I just hit the fit. So I'm now getting into a little tougher area where it's going to be harder to lose the body fat. So now I understand, okay, I got to start to do things a little differently, and I got to modify how I'm approaching my weight loss through my exercise and my dieting. And this is going to be interesting for you, because now I'm going to show you some of the different things I can do. And I am I'm getting about halfway through the RIP body system, and I'm going to show you what other things I can do here, okay? As I come back out, go into the lean and go back into strong. And it's really going to help when you see the transition over into the macro style, the flexible dieting, the if it fits in your macros. So basically, it's the calorie counting or the macronutrient counting. And we're going to start to see how, when I go back out of this and go over into that, how that all works. And that's going to happen over the next 3 about 3 weeks or so, and we're going to start to see how that unfolds. So I'm extremely happy. This is going very, very well. I am really not doing anything to punish myself. Last night I thought, you know what, having a few mental cravings for some of these things, and I am the type of person that I understand if I do something, like have a bit of a reward or a carb backload, that it's okay. I'm able to wake up the next day, start again. Okay, that's why I did it later in the evening. I didn't want to do it first thing in the day. I want to do it later in the evening so that there's a limit. And I like to try to get people, if they're going to do that, to limit themselves to either 1 sit down or 3 hours. Don't go outside of those limits. That way you're pretty guaranteed you're not going to kick yourself out of ketosis. Now, some people, when they test it and try it, they can get away with 6 to 12 hours. However, it can be hard to go back into induction if you don't do it properly. So that's why I try to limit it to 1 sit down or 3 hour window. So thanks. I really appreciate everybody joining me. I'm really happy if you've been watching the 121 day journey. I'm really happy that you've been following the whole time, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Thanks very much.